Welcome to Christmas in July, hosted by myself, Momma Mia DIYs, Melissa Makes It DIYs, and Little Treasures by Nancy. If you're here from the playlist, think about subscribing, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, and I hope you enjoy the video. DIY number 1. So for this one, I printed off a recipe off of Google searches. This Easter cutting board from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove all the paper from the cutting board. Once I had all the paper removed, I'll take some chalkboard paint from the Dollar General, and I'm going to paint that middle section completely black. Once the paint has dried, I'm taking Mod Podge and going to Mod Podge the recipe to the center of the black square. I want to take this time to thank Melissa and Nancy for hosting and co-hosting with me on my first ever collab that I did by myself. So thank you, ladies, for being a good sport and helping me out. So I'm smoothing and getting all the air bubbles out of the image and just making a small bow to put up in the left-hand corner of the cutting board. Lost for words here, ladies. It's been a stressful couple of weeks. So here I'm fluffing out the bow and gonna add the tails to it and securing it, seeing how I wanted it to lay. Put some little ruffles in there, and I'm just gonna glue it right there. And I will do a final reveal of all the projects at the end together. DIY number 2. For this one, I'm taking one of those little self-sitter signs, some fake snow from the Dollar Tree, and 3 ornaments from the Dollar General. I'm going to paint just the top portion with Adirondack white from Folk Art. Just give it a good 2 coats of that, and then I'm going to add the fake snow. This one was just so easy, but it turned out really cute. So I'm just adding the snow onto the board while the paint was still wet. And here I'm taking this church ornament and the house ornament and just setting them up there in case you ever want to change them and making storage easier with that. And I'm going to take some hot glue and glue this truck to the front of the sign. Like I said, this one was simple and easy. DIY number 3. For this DIY, I'm taking some wine corks, some skewers and dowels, and some twigs that I picked up out in my yard. So I'm going to take the skewer and stick into one of the wine corks on the back at an angle. Get it down in there and trim it off. And then take the other cork and stick it on top, kind of towards the big front of it. And if you haven't guessed, we are making a little wine cork reindeer. So I'm taking lacquer from Waverly chalk paint and just going to paint the front of it red. Then I'm taking Folk Arts antiquing wax and going to paint the little reindeer, the skewer, and the dowel rods. Once the antiquing wax is dried, I'm taking a couple of small pieces of the branch, cutting them off to be the deer's antlers. And just going to take a hot glue gun and stick it in there. So here I'm going to make another reindeer, a different style, and we have 7 corks on this one. We're going to glue 2 of the big ones together and then glue 4 smaller ones to the bottom of it for its legs. So now I'm taking some of the twigs and going to make antlers for the reindeers. Here I'm adding a little red berry for his red nose. And again, I just wanted to thank everybody that participated in this Christmas in July. The playlist is listed in the description box below. Please go and check everyone out. Show them love. So here is a paper flower that I had, and I'm using that for the tail. For the other reindeer, I'm taking the dowel rod, cutting it down into 4 equal pieces for his legs. Here I was trying to use my glue gun to make a hole for the dowel rods. I had to go for the X-Acto knife to carve out a little hole to put hot glue in and put the dowel rods in. DIY number 4. I don't know what happened to the footage of me cutting out the paper to Mod Podge in there, but I'm just adding this deer ornament that I picked up at Dollar General last year after the Christmas. I'm just securing him with some hot glue. And just going to add a piece of pine greenery in there to look like a tree behind the deer. DIY number 5. For this one, I'm taking one of the garland wrap trees. I'm going to unwrap the garland from it and cover it in nautical rope. I think I used like 2.5 bundles of the 9.5 or 9.5 foot nautical rope. going to take some table scatter from, or vase filler from Valentine's Day from the Dollar Tree, and just glue the smallest red and white all over the Christmas tree. DIY number 6. For this DIY, I'm using a crate, a chalkboard, and some chalk paint from Dollar General. And on my Cricut, I printed out snowballs. I'm going to apply it to the chalkboard, paint my crate black, and turn it into a little snowball box. And here is the final reveal. I love absolutely all of them. I think they turned out so cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Please give it a thumbs up, comment down below which one was your favorite, and again, don't forget to check out the playlist of all the other incredible ladies who joined me in this Christmas in July collab. Thank you, and have a blessed day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.